The RTTC National Team Time Trial Championship took place in the beautiful rolling hills of Monmouthshire in South Wales. The event is promoted by the South Wales District Council, and the race headquarters are located at Llanarth Village Hall, 4.5 miles from the start line. It's a lovely sunny Sunday morning, and the 35-mile course consists of 2.25 laps of a 15.5 mile circuit, taking in a section of the A40 and the B4598. The time for each team is taken when the third member of the team crosses the finish line. The first team to leave the start line is Mike Homer, Barry Whitehead and Lenny Brown. They are one of the first of the 6 teams entered by the Royal Navy and Royal Marine Cycling Association.
3, 2, 1, go!
They finish in a time of 1:27.28. The Birmingham Midland Cycling Club are next. That's Dave Steele, Andrew Waters-Peach and Paul Haslam, who completed the course in 1:28.26. John Storey, Jerry Bromyard and Leon Marshall are the next team riding for the Royal Navy and Royal Marines.
3, 2, 1, go!
And their time was 1:26.40. This is Roger Taylor, Andy Henderson and Gordon Clements of the Frohman District Wheelers about to start their race, which resulted in a time of 1:31.20. The almost local team from Cardiff Ajax Cycling Club are about to start. David Medhurst, Graham Boswell and Toby Hopper put in a time of 1:22.20.
1, go!
Morning.
Another cheerful Royal Navy and Royal Marine Cycling Association team is now preparing to start. This is Andy Phipps, Jim Scott and Barry Moss.
3, 2, 1,
Hola.
They finished in a time of 1:24.33. Now let's watch some of the other teams start their race. We've reached the first of the women's teams now, and this is Caroline Harding, Nicola Butler and Vanessa Whitfield of the VC San Rafael.
Go.
They finished in a time of 1:33.42. This is the Forza cycling team starting their second lap. Next at the start line are Eleanor Thorogood, Sharon Lewis and Anita Seyssel of the Isbis Cycling Club. Their time, 1:34.53. That's the Pembrokeshire Velo team starting their second lap. Anne Bowditch, Joanne Watts and Marina Beesdale the next to start.
Go.
They ride for GVC Edmund de Rothschild and produced a time of 1:30.08. This is the Paul Wheeler squad completing their first lap. That looks fun, but another sport for another day. Here's the second fastest women's team of the day waiting to start. That's Anna Turvey, Claire Galloway and Lauren Kramer, riding for Pulazumi Sports Tours International team. And they clocked up a time of 1:22.32. That's one of the Royal Navy and Royal Marine Cycling Association teams starting a second lap. This is James Middleton, James Harrison and Olive Martin Giles, a reserve team starting in place of Look Mum No Hands, who had to pull out of the race.
Go.
Their team is called Media Velo and they completed the course in a time of 1:24.34. These are the top women's team for this year. That's Sarah Story, Kiana Horn and Katie Archibald, riding for Pulazumi Sports Tours International. They came 11th overall in the event and finished in a time of 1:16.57. Just completing their first lap is Team NBCC. They're followed by A3CRG and also the Cadence Racing team. Waiting to start now is the Train Chart Racing Team trio of Lynn Hamill, Bronwyn Ewing and Karina Bowie. They are the last women's team to start and the third fastest women's team in this event, finishing the course in 1:26.16. Arwell Davis, Rodri Evans and Rob Ellis of the Binia Cycling Club are the next to start their race. They put in a time of 1:20.51. As more men start their race, we go out onto the course to see how things are going on. We're back at the start now to watch the last few riders leave, and this is Robert Morris, David Ellis and Ian Comery of Mapperley Cycling Club. Their finishing time, 1:19:34. That's the Richardson Trek Racing Team, on their way to a second place in a time of 1:13:12. Daniel Thorogood, Daniel Davies and Carwyn Henson ride for Isthmus Cycling Club, and they're next to start.
Go!
They finished in 1:20:14. With 3 minutes between each start, there's time for a rest. Sebastian Ada, Charles Mitchell and Graham Sturzaker of A3CRG are next to leave. They came 6th overall in the time of 1:15:51. That's Emir Griffiths, Anthony Mark Jones and David Bryce of Binia Cycling Club on their way to a time of 1:20:38. They're followed by the Somerset Road Club team completing their second lap. This is Shelley Childs, Graham Lewis and Dan Davis, another team from the Isthmus Cycling Club. They completed their race in 1:22:45. That's another Royal Navy and Royal Marine Cycling Association team. Chris Smart, Nick Tyron and Sean Childs. This is Edmund Bradbury, James Dixon and David McLean of Cambridge University Racing Team. Their time, 1:16:22. That's the reserve team from Ogmore Valley Wheelers on their way to a time of 1:26:23.
1 minute.
They're followed by the MJS Racing Team. This is Darren Gardner, Ian Cade and Steve Cottington from Cadence Racing Team. They were a reserve team and finished in 1:20:11.
Go!
About to start their second lap, the team from RTS Sport Aero Coach on their way to a time of 1:18 dead. The team from Fibrux Wrexham Road Club, that's Dave Crawley, Ryan Morley and David Williams are about to leave. They completed their ride in 1:16:32. That's Anna Turvey, Claire Galloway and Lauren Kramer of Perlazumi Sports. They're followed by the VC San Rafael team. Then Team NBCC,
30 seconds.
and Somerset Road Club. Next to start are Stephen Whitewick, Michael Barnes
2 minutes.
and Kevin Tye of Velo Refined Aerosmiths.
1 second. Go!
They took the bronze medal position, finishing in a time of 1:14:02. They're the women's team from the Isthmus Cycling Club. They're followed by the Media Velo team. Next to start are Richard Oram, Peter Medhurst and Ashley Martin of Bike Shed UX. Their time, 1:19:24. Lapping now at Bolsover District Cycling Club, heading for a time of 1:21:13. Starting now are Alex Patterson, Nick English and Ken Buckley of AW Cycles.
2, 1, go.
Their time was 1:16:28. Mapperley Cycling Club are now starting their second lap, heading for a time of 1:20:52. They're followed by Greg Parker, Simon Brogner and Phil Sykes from VC San Rafael, with the Binia Cycling Club team hot on their heels. Starting now are the team from the Bristol South Cycling Club. That's Paul Jones, Edward Trotman and Richard Spink.
1. Go!
They completed their ride in 1:18:22. That's the women's Train Sharp Racing team. followed by the Richardson's Trek racing team, almost at the end of their silver medal ride. This is Ashley Brown, Stephen Burke and Pete Williams about to start the ride that won them their championship. They're riding for Haribo Beacon and won by the slimmest of margins, coming home in 1:13.11. Starting their second lap are Robert Morris, David Ellis and Ian Cumbery of Mapperley Cycling Club, heading for a time of 1:19.34. And hot on their tails, the Fairly United cycling team, who finished in 1:22.26. Last to leave the start line are Danny Axford, Michael Broadwith and Tim Bailey, riding for Arctic Tax Racing Team. Last year's bronze medalists, this year they came fourth overall with a time of 1:14.43. And with one of the Isbith teams starting their second lap, we head out onto the course to follow the end of the race. We're back at the race HQ now, and the results declared.
Winning by the narrowest of margins, riding Haribo Beacon, Pete Williams, Stephen Burke and Ashley Brown. So, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the Team Time Trial Champions 2014.
And the medals awarded from South Wales. Goodbye.